Your favorite foods, slim down.
We often make resolutions to eat better and lose weight, so if you're trying to do that, you're in luck. Health and wellness expert Rose Reisman is here with some healthier versions of your favorite dishes, and it's always good to see you. Happy New Year.
Good to see you too. Marcy and I are saying how great you look. You look fantastic.
Thank you.
So you're doing something right, okay?
I'm trying.
So
trying to do some things right.
What I want to do, it's a new book. It's the best of Rose Reisman. What I've done is over 20 years gathered the knowledge, the recipes, updated, added about 30% new recipes, but here we are in New Year's resolutions.
Yes.
So what I want to tell people is you can have your cake and eat it too. I promise you. You do not have to starve to lose weight or to maintain.
That's the big thing, Rose.
Yeah, everybody starves now, and then February comes and we gain it back.
Off the wagon.
So what I want to show you first is some of the main foods that people love every day and how I've lightened them up. So first of all, here's my miniature lasagnas.
See, this is wonderful.
Well, it looks great. We're going to actually make that today, made with wonton shells. But come on over here for a minute. Let me show you what else we have.
All right.
Everybody loves dessert. Now, everybody loves chocolate, and they love the molten cakes. This is my chocolate mud pie, made predominantly with cocoa, light sour cream, and only about an ounce of chocolate as opposed to 8 ounces of chocolate. It's sensational.
Guilt-free, this?
Guilt-free. Guilt-free. And for the guys, they love the Philly cheesesteak sandwiches.
This is good Super Bowl food.
Okay, but they're about 1,200, 1,400 calories when you get them.
Yes.
This comes in at about 350, 400.
Which
Why?
is excellent.
I'm using a lean flank steak. I'm using a little bit of cheese. Instead of a lot of mayo on it, I've got a horseradish light mayo on it. Sauteed bell peppers. Doesn't that look really nice?
Fantastic.
All right, crab cakes. Everybody loves crab cakes. When you get them in restaurants, guess what? Even if they say crispy, it means fried.
Right.
So here, these ones are just sauteed in about a teaspoon of oil. Fantastic. Crab, shrimp, whatever you want to put into it. Some veggies, panko crumbs, outstanding with the hummus sauce.
You just combine that together, you put them in, and that's that.
No aioli. You don't need all those heavy mayo sauces.
No, you don't.
Here's one of my favorites. Everybody loves a salad, but try these. These are, can you try one of these?
Of course.
This is a Parmesan crisp, made with grated fresh Parmesan. And what's add to a salad? The color, the texture. So here we have spinach, oranges, Parmesan crisp, and a maple syrup apple cider vinaigrette.
This is, and I noticed you haven't dolloped it with the dressing. You don't need a lot. You don't need a lot.
Now everybody loves the Asian wraps or the mushi chicken. Restaurants, Chinese restaurants, kill it with a lot of fat. Here I've just got some beautiful chicken breast or thigh sauteed with veggies and a hoisin sauce. Serve us on some Boston leaf, and it's gorgeous.
Great protein, great veg.
And finally, chilies. We are at the time of year we want chilies, but even chilies at fast food restaurants tend to be cooked with fatty beef and a lot of oil. I'm using barley here. I have a barley chili made with red kidney beans, ground beef or ground soy with all the accompaniments.
That is wonderful.
All right, so let's get cooking.
Let's get cooking.
You're going to make those little miniature lasagnas.
You're using.
Okay, so first of all, we're just going to, it's basically like a tomato sauce recipe. I've got some ground beef and onion sauteing with some garlic. Now, if you don't want the beef, you can do a ground soy.
Okay.
You could do a ground chicken, ground pork, whatever you want. Going to saute this up, and then we're going to add some tomato sauce. And again, up to you. You can use the bottled. You can make your own. You're going to simmer this for about 10 minutes. While you're simmering this, we're going to make the cheese filling.
Okay.
Okay, so lasagna is usually fattening because there's so much cheese, bechamel sauce, and you know, white sauce. Very rich.
Yeah.
I start off with some ricotta. I love ricotta. Just a light ricotta, little bit of mozzarella cheese, grated, some freshly grated Parmesan.
So you're not scrimping on the cheese.
No, and this is what I made my little Parmesan crisps with. Mix it up, a little egg.
These crisps are delicious.
Aren't they addictive, huh? All right, mix this up like this. A little bit of milk went in there. You don't even need salt and pepper. And then to my sauce, I'm going to add like a basil leaf, a little bit of oregano or basil, whatever you want there. Simmer it up, and now we're going to get making our little nut. So far, so good?
So far, so good.
All right.
Easy.
Wonton shells available in every supermarket right around like where the Asian vegetables are in the tofu.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so now what we're going to do, let's see how this is cooking up here. Voila. We have our nice meat sauce here. I've layered 2 little shells. Can you see that?
Yes.
2 little shells in here. And now what I'm going to do is put a little bit of cheese in. Doesn't really matter what order you do it in.
So you put the cheese in, double the cheese.
A little bit of the meat sauce. And now we're not finished yet. We're going to add 1 more wonton on top, press it down like this. Going to add a little more cheese.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Isn't that great?
Yes, it is.
And you know, it's so much fun. Even my kids, and they're all grown up now, but they love making this. And then I'm going to sprinkle some mozzarella cheese on top.
See, I love that you keep saying cheese.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that. There's lots of cheese
going on.
But you see,
I'm not using cups of cheese. We're going to put that in an oven, bake it at 375 for 20 minutes. Voila. Look how cute they look.
Beautiful.
And then they pop out really easily. Yeah.
And how much do you think calorie-wise?
Oh, I know. 2 of these are about 300 calories, 6 grams of fat. You can't get a piece of lasagna
And a
for
salad
that.
on the side, you're good
Salad
to go.
on the side. So what I want people to do is really think it's not about starvation, Marcy. It's not about cutting out chocolate and cheese and all of that. It's about having your cake and eating it too, but you got to do it right.
You're the best.
So that's it.
You're the best. Great to
Good.
have you
Great
here.
to see
So
ya.
good to see you. You'll find today's recipes on our website, canadaam.ctvnews.ca. That is
Here that I could never think that you could get a Philly cheesesteak down to the calorie count that you got it down to.
Look at this, Jeff.
Well, I'm looking at the extra thing we had to put on just to get all the food in.
Okay, I know. When I saw this little table, I started to cry back then.
That it's just, and the secret is just sometimes making it so presentable that it's just, you don't need a big slab of lasagna.
You know, I
did you
come
just
in here
eat?
and I always like to say that people say, well, you know, Rose, I don't bring a
those
food stylist in because it's that easy. That when I do it at my home, I'm telling you, if you make food look pretty, and I have no, please try that.
he's
Oh,
diving
they're
into
so
the
edible.
chocolate.
These available?
The chocolate mud pie without all the chocolate, made with predominantly cocoa and light sour cream.
And it's good for
But
you.
try
It's
it.
still chocolate,
And
Jeff.
still
Indulge.
chocolate. And
All right.
still chocolate, but
Indulge.
only about an ounce.
Oh, and it's
Okay, try it.
it's very
It's moist, isn't it?
It's very
Yeah.
moist. Like
yeah,
it's.
yeah. Isn't that great?
The crab cakes, my gosh.
Oh, yeah, aren't they nice?
I've
And these
never
aren't
used
fried.
wonton before either,
Yeah.
so that's a really great idea.
This is great for the miniature lasagnas. Okay,
This
what do you
is
think?
good for me?
It's very good for you.
You guys wouldn't like this. I really do. Wow, that is really
So, like,
something.
this is the way it is, guys. This is how you eat. This is how you eat, and I always believe you have to eat well to lose weight. It's not about starvation.
It's not about, I mean, you can have
Wise
lasagna.
words.
This is awesome.
Isn't that neat?
Oh,
Try
I
that
love
there.
this.
And even at room temperature, it's really, really nice.
Rose, thank you so
good?
much.
A pleasure,
Come
guys,
back
always.
soon.